right, we are back. I was not able to post anything yesterday. Technical difficulties. Wasn't able to turn on my computer. Unfortunate as that. Now we're on day 2 of learning engulfing candlestick patterns, focusing on the downtrend of the market. So very quickly off the bat before we start, what do candlestick tells us? It's what the buyers and sellers are doing. If we're focusing on the downtrend of the market, the red candlesticks is telling us that the sellers are being more active, putting in more money to short the market. Are candlesticks real entries? I'm going to say no, because the moment you see that and when you enter, you're already late. You're already late to that. You're last. You don't want to be the last one to buy, nor do you want to be the last one to sell. How do you prevent this? If on the time frame, let's say 10 minutes, let's run a 10-minute right now. If the 10-minute time frame is giving you this engulfing candlestick pattern or is wanting to form it, you go down to the 5-minute time frame, you go down to the 1-minute time frame, you go down to the second time frame, to 30 seconds, 45 seconds, etc., etc. Lower time frames show you the move in real time, whereas the larger time frames rule what it's going to do. How can I use candlestick patterns to my advantage? I use it as a confirmation. It is my guide. If I'm shorting the market and I see that this candlestick is being engulfed by this candlestick, okay, that's a green light for me. I'm gonna stay a little bit longer. Easy, simple. Again, this is a tool. This alone will not make you a couple $1,000s. All right, so very quickly, what are we looking for again? You already know, but it is good to have it engraved in your head to know what we are looking for. So this right here is a bullish candlestick. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if I can change this color real quick. It's not going to allow me to. Oh, well. This right here is a bearish candlestick. There we go. This got engulfed. So we are assuming that this is a downtrend. We should expect market to keep going down because the sellers outsold the buyers. Boom. All right, let's go and take a quick look. It is not really important, but we're currently on DE30 Euro. I don't trade this. It was just a clean chart. As you already seen on my other videos and my video 2 days ago, I look at all of these fucking Forex things, all of them. So they're all charted up. I don't want to lose nothing. I don't want to delete anything. I just want to leave it as is. That right there is my journal. I open it up. I see it. Okay, I know what I did. So very quickly, we're in the 10-minute time frame. I'm just going to go up on the daily real quick. Zoom out, zoom back in now. As you can see, this market has been very, very choppy. It's not the nicest, especially if we're looking for short positions. So for just better education, better teaching, let's just go ahead and better demonstration as well. Let's just go ahead and go somewhere where there's more of some bullish momentum, bearish momentum. Oh, that's fucking 2008. Fuck it. We are gonna work with like this over here. Boom. It's probably not gonna save. Not a problem. It did not. Okay. You know what? Real time. Fuck it. Real time. So where do we want to find these engulfing candlesticks pattern? At the top. This right here is real time. This right here is literally almost 7 more minutes until this candlestick closes. So where is the top? Obviously, we see the top here. Let me go ahead and clear my screen a little bit. Boom. And what do we see off the bat. Boom, we see one right there. We see two right here. And we see three right here. On top of that, we have four right here. Boom. We got four confirmations back to back. And if we want to look to the left side, which is always great because that's also more information, boom, boom, and boom. Unfortunately, there's other rules in the market, such as higher lows, higher highs, support and resistance. Hence why it did not break out the first time. Because like I said, candlestick patterns are just a tool. It's not set in stone. The market's going to go down. No, none of that. It's just a tool. It's a fucking golden nugget to help you build your gold bar. There's that. Tag this by tagger, and you can still make yourself some profit. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Go. And here we go. Look at that. Look at that. And then nope, too short. Go. Boom. So let's say you entered here yesterday at 11:40 p.m. You entered one time, you saw this, you stayed. You saw this, you stayed. And then you're like, if you know what support and resistance is, you most likely would have stayed because it did not break this area. I don't use that, but I'm going to learn with you guys. That's going to be a whole nother series right there. But we're just focusing on candlestick patterns. So boom, let's say we already knew that support and resistance. Let's just call it a nugget. I believe all of this is just a nugget. We would stay in that and we will stay in this position. And these are just our other confirmations. Like, hey, keep staying in because market will actually keep going down. Let's just go look back at some more history. Unfortunately, it did not work out here. And it did not work out here. Multiple reasons too, which I already explained. Trend is a big one. And obviously, there has to be a pause. You can't just always go up and you can't always go down. You're going to have some people taking out some money, even if they're too early or if they're too late. With that being said, boom, 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 just keep on going. This right here is just to practice our eyes. Here's another one. I would call this one as well. Here's another one. Here's another one. And here's another one. At the bottom, we don't want this. Unfortunately, we would have lost only 2 times out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like winning 80%, that's a given. That's a given. You're not always gonna win in the market. That's a given. Let's just say, let's just call it 2 out of 11 times. We'll call this one as a loss. Sorry, 3 out of 11. Let's just call this one as a loss. Oh well, you're still winning regardless. All right, zoomed in too much right there. There we go. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Here's 6. And unfortunately, this was all just choppiness. So it's just moving up and down frequently. That right there is called consolidation. Now, I could give you another golden nugget right here based off this area alone, but we're just focused on candlestick patterns. But with what I could show you will determine why market continue to go up. But let's just focus on this. Let's just focus on this. I promise it will get better. Just I use this. Not saying that it always works, but I believe it's a good thing to to know because it's a good confirmation. I like confirmations. I like less stress. I like a heads up. I like a warning. Alrighty. There's another one. Nothing here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. Unfortunately, with that being said, you would not have made much here. You really wouldn't have. Matter of fact, you probably would have lost. Nobody's really gonna want to hold all of this unless you're crazy. But then again, this is a 10-minute time frame, so let's just say I started this. This was March 16, 7:10 at 7:10. Literally less than 12 hours. I don't know. I'm not here to do math. I'm just here to show you candlestick patterns. So whatever. Here, you know what? Let's figure it out. Boom. Let's just say you caught this bottom. 16 hours. 16-hour trade to gain almost a 1%. I mean, still making money sitting down, but at the same time, it wasn't worth it. I'll be fully honest. I'm not going to show you, oh, this works a lot. I'm not going to show you these big ass fucking trades if they're not hitting. Nah, I'm just here to show you the reality. That's all I'm here for. Whoa, don't do that. Okay, let's go back to it. Alrighty. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Not one. Here's one though. Here's another. Here's another. Not one. Here's another, just barely. And here's another. And here's another. Here's another. Here's another. Not the biggest moves. Not the biggest moves. There we go. This one seems more like it. Before that, let's go and check the left side real quick. We're here to look at the losers as well. Because at the end of the day, we're just here to train our eyes to see them every time we open up the charts. We want to make it visible as possible. There we go. Alrighty, we're 13 minutes in. I'm trying to make this quick. I gotta head out of here very quickly. Here we go. Let's just keep training our eyes. Boom, boom, boom. Are you catching up or am I losing you guys? There we go. Here we go. Well, my circles are not the best. I'm just trying to show you that I see these fucking right there. Open this up. Boom. Got to show you the losers too. I'm going to show you that this does not always work because as I said once, and I will keep on saying it again, this is just a nugget. And there's different variables as to when it will work and when it won't work. And when that it doesn't work, sorry. Go. Alrighty. Let's focus up here real quick. Because we gotta focus on the top, not the bottoms. That's where we're gonna find all of these good drops at. Got 3 right there. We got 4. We got 5. Definitely not the biggest drops, I will tell you that. These are very trash. But like that little one right there. Boom. 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 When it works, it fucking works. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Another one right there. I'm gonna skip it on that one. Boom. 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 The reason why this isn't the biggest moves for this chart is because it's an index. Index doesn't have as much volume from my understanding. I don't trade indexes. I know nothing about indexes besides it holds a large basket of whatever. Here we go. Boom. Just training our eyes. This is how I studied it when I first learned this. There we go. Another one. Another one. Little one right there. Another one right here. Whoops, I missed this one. Here we go. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going for a little bit more. Yes, I got myself some time. Train our eyes a little bit, and then we're gonna race. We are gonna race. We're gonna scan some charts together. I'm gonna time us. I'm gonna end the video. And then we're gonna see how many we caught and how much time in the same pace. So that's why I'm here. Just helping you train your eye, get you quick at it, get you fast at it. The moment you open up your chart, you already know what you're looking at. You already know what's a possibility based off a quick scan. Oh wow, that is, oh no, it's not, never mind. There we go. These are the drops that I want to see. There we go. This is the downtrend. Let's go. Alrighty. Here, let's go and do this real quick. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh, that's beautiful. That right here is a downtrend. So very easy concept. Higher high. I don't even fucking use this concept if I'm being honest with you, but it's a fucking basic. Got a higher high here. You got a lower lower here. Higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low, etc., etc. Let me get my measuring tool real quick. We're gonna start off here. We're gonna go down here. This right here consists of 9 days and almost 11% of a drop. Let's see how many engulfing candlesticks we find within these 9 days of a downtrend. Alrighty, let's go. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5. I'm gonna zoom in just in case if you can't see it as good as I can right here. We got 5, we got 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go back to my brush. 11, boom, boom, boom. 12, 13, 14, goddamn, 16. All right, I'm gonna count my head because I'm gonna lose track. Oh, not one. I think I'm at 21. I could be wrong. I lost count after I realized that was not one right there. Boom. Oh. You see, when it works, it fucking works nice. Fucking nice. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, I'm almost done.
Maybe.
Yes.
Are you in the middle of your video?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Oh, should I wait?
Yeah, I'll be out in 3 minutes.
Okay. I wait.
I think I'm at 34. I could definitely be wrong. Boom. I lost track. I really did lose track. GG's. GG's. Anyways, look at that. You could literally be tagging every time you see that. Tag, 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 tag. You make a lot of money. You could make a lot of money. Look at that. We still got a whole another drop. And unfortunately, this was just a whole bunch of consolidation, so you would not make anything here. But when it comes to these drops, all right, there's that. This is day 2 of learning engulfing candlestick patterns, specifically to the downside. Very simple, very easy. I'm out of here. Have a good night.